GG.
Alright, then let us get started. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 3 of the first playoffs match between KT Rolster and CJ Entis. This is the final best of 7 series in their best of 3 of best of 7s. Blah. It's pretty hard to say, but anyway. Yeah, KT taking the first series pretty handily, 4-1. And then CJ coming right back and taking the next one, 4-2. They were actually, I didn't even realize this at the time of the cast, but they actually started off down 0-2 because Action and Hojo won the first 2 games, and then they won 4 in a row and took the series. So that's quite impressive. And we are now in the final match here. So whoever wins this best of 7 will advance to face Samsung Khan in the next round. And the loser of this best of 7 will be eliminated in 4th place. So the first match is going to be a ZVZ, Action versus Effort. It looks like KT really actually relying on their Zerg players here in the playoffs, which I would not have predicted going into this. What do you think about that, Ominous?
It's a bit weird, but they have delivered. They are both 2-0, Hoja and Action that is, and after CJ was down 0-2 in that second set, I started to mistrust. I thought that CJ had lost, and then Flash came out as well. But CJ turned it around, so hopefully Effort can do better than he did last time against Action this time around.
Indeed. I mean, it's so funny, you know? Action and Hoja stepping it up, Flash and Stats, and even Crazy Hydra getting taken out. Really, really crazy series so far, and let's see if it continues. Let's see if someone on CJ can slay Flash yet again. That would be quite funny if Flash ended up with a less than 50% win rate in the playoffs. Anyway, let's do the positions here. Looks like Action is going to be the purple Zerg in the top left, and that would make Effort the teal Zerg in the bottom left. We are on ground 0 as the first map. Do remember that this is KT's map choice. Of course, since they are the higher ranked team than CJ, they got to choose the first and last map for both the first series and then this third and final series. So if it does go to ace match, it will be on ground 0, and presumably they will send out Flash. That's why they picked this map, because it's a decent map for him. But yeah.
But once again, they don't play Flash on this map the first round. So they're saving him for a bit later, probably in the first 4 games, as we talked about the other day.
Indeed. I wonder if it's just so, they don't reveal his practice strategy on this map. And wow, bouncing sign. Man, that is kind of annoying. I mean, I always get annoyed when you see the handwritten signs and people shake them. But that was deliberately obnoxious. Anyway. Looks like we have a overpool from both players. Or is that a 9-pool? No, actually, there's no second overlord actually now that I look at it. So that's actually a 9-pool from both players, 9-pool gas. Both of them have scouted horizontally rather than vertically, which is interesting. You'd think they'd scout vertically in ZVZ on this map, considering the naturals face each other vertically. But it looks like instead they're going the other direction. And slightly faster gas there for Effort. But just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking if we will see a fast Larry once again from Effort. He tried that last time, but it didn't work out for him, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, Effort is... Hold on, is Effort 0-2 in playoffs? Because he's played 2 ZVZs, right?
Yeah, I think he lost to Hoja last time, and he lost to Action the first set. So
yeah, so wow. So yeah, so this is not only a rematch from the first series, but this is yet another ZVZ, and Effort has been kind of disappointing. And it looks like the Ling's going to hit each other in the middle of the map. One Ling actually splitting off the pack for Action here. Looks like actually Effort did the same thing. I thought that Ling might get caught stranded. That would be a nice little win if Effort could grab that free Zergling. Of course, since it's mirror builds, every last Zergling does count. But looks like both players are going to retreat here. So obviously, since the timing of the links was identical, they do know that the other player is going for the exact same build. The question is, are they going to do the same thing and get speed first or lair first? Okay, looks like lair first for both players, I believe. and 2 guys remaining on gas. That is very standard after you go for a 9 pool.
Yeah, and one thing, the only thing that has differed throughout this whole game is that Action has started to sending his Overlord against Effort's face, but Effort's Overlord is chilling out in the top right corner. That's like literally the only difference in this game.
That is a good point. I didn't even notice that. That's actually curious. I mean, Action's Overlord makes more sense to me to leave it in the corner so then he can use it later on for Mutalisk stacking. I don't really know why Effort is sending his one toward Action's base. I mean, it's already so far away, it's not like it's going to get there in time to see anything interesting. Like, his second Overlord would get there first. So I don't know why he needs a second one to go there. Anyway, looks like getting a shot of the coaches, and Spire's up for both players. Looks like 6 drones, I believe, against 6 or 7. There shouldn't be a drone disparity here. I mean, there could be one, you know, if one player made a couple less lings and one more drone. But it looks like pretty similar ling and drone counts.
Yeah, Action has ling speed though, Effort doesn't, so that's a difference. But since Effort seems pretty set on just holding his ramp, he doesn't need speed for at least another while. So.
And this is interesting. If you look at the resource counter at the bottom right, it looks like Effort just didn't get speed at all. He has a little bit more resources, both minerals and gas. I'm pretty sure that's because he didn't get the speed. So he's pretty much planning to just be a little bit more defensive with his Zerglings, and you know, use that extra 100 minerals, 100 gas on an extra Mutalisk, perhaps, that will help in the later air battle. Now, that does, I mean, for the moment, that's fine. However, I do think that limits his options a little bit. You know, like in the mid and late game, if you can call it that, in ZVZ, because it's going to be difficult to do ling counterattacks and sneaking 2 lings around, like which is a very popular move in ZVZ. But anyway, let's see what we can do here. And let's see if Action can pull off another miraculous ZVZ win. I don't even know if it's fair to say it's miraculous anymore. If he's 2-0 and Effort's 0-2, maybe I should just assume that Action is actually pretty decent at this matchup. Anyway.
Well, Action, yeah, he's 2-0. Not in CVC, so he played that...
oh, that's right, I'm sorry, he did play
double Hydra build.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, okay.
But still, Effort has a lot to prove in this game, being down, as you said, 0-2 in CVC. That is his best matchup this season as well, in this regular season, right? I
believe it is, yeah. Same for Hydra, though, and Hydra is 0-2. Right? Oh, no, I'm sorry, Hydra won last week. Damn, my memory is horrible. Anyway, you know what, we're just going to ignore that. We're just going to look at what's going on right now. Effort killing one of his own Zerglings to free up some supply here. Squeeze out an extra Mutalisk or Scourge, I'm not sure which one he went for. And Action is kind of running around with his lings. Now, Action has taken his natural expansion, but this is a touch risky because, of course, the naturals are facing the opponent's bases in these spawning locations. So the distance that Effort has to travel here is not very much, and he's going to be able to. I mean, it's going to be hard for Action to somehow like swing around and force a base race kind of situation or anything like that. Like, there's no Effort doesn't have to worry too much about somehow missing the Mutalisks, which could happen in, say, like cross positions where you both just kind of fly right by each other in the middle of the map, and it ends up in some kind of weird situation where you're just trying to kill each other as fast as possible. In this situation, Action would have to go quite out of his way in order to sneak by those mutas. Anyway, it looks like a couple of random lings were hiding here. I'm surprised they only just got spotted, but they will get taken down. Otherwise, I think it's gonna the initiative is now on Effort to make something happen here. If this second base gets up and running, that's not gonna be good for him.
Not at all. Effort has a clock on him right now. The extractor is up. Haven't sent any drone scare yet, but all the gas is important in this matchup. So if he only gathers like 100 and 200 or so, he can get the Muta lead, and Effort has to have a good engagement soon.
And looks like one Zergling there chilling in the middle, in between the bases, just seeing the mutas of effort going in. And here we go. Here is the attack. It looks like a lot of Scourge hit for both players, actually. And this could just be, you know, the single muta engagement that decides it. A lot of Links running in as well. And Action looks like he's in a lot of trouble here. I don't know what he's thinking, actually. Just not even pulling those drones at the natural. I mean, I don't think he even has a superior air fleet here. Effort is just kind of winning. Oh, wait, no, it looks like Action bringing out a few more mutas. A couple muta reinforcements coming in for Effort. Looks like they do take a couple of Scourge hits on the way in, but those 3 drones, man, that's a pretty big deal. And those Lings are still not dead here. The hatchery's actually in red health. You know, even though it looks like Effort might not be able to close out the game right here, I do think that was a win for him. Looks like Action actually just made more drones. I'm not sure if you should be making drones at this point in the game. Both players do have 2 hatcheries, so the larva count is equal, although it looks like Action actually just going to chase down the Mutalisks of Effort, and Action actually takes out every single Mutalisk. What the heck? Oh my god.
It looks like Effort just suicided his mutas on every possible Scourge that was out on the map. The first engagement was horrible for him. Action didn't even clone the Scourge. Effort just flew his mutas right into them. He lost like 4 initial or something like that. It was ridiculous.
I mean, this is so weird. I thought it was looking really good. I mean, even if the muta control wasn't perfect, I thought the simultaneous link attack on the ground would be really nice. But as you can see, like the slow links, or the lack of link speed, is really not helping them. Looks like Effort going to get a couple of Scourge hits here of his own. Action, you know, he hasn't won it just yet. He's in a very nice position, but he does not want to lose these last couple of mutas to these Scourge. Looks like he's just going to go suicide Scourge for Scourge there. But yeah, Effort, is he really going to go down 0-3 in ZVZs in the playoffs? I mean, talk about a disappointing performance. I'm sure he's hugely disappointed in himself. You can see it on his face just there. Like, he kind of knows he's in serious trouble in this game. He's just sending in masses of Scourge Ling to try and keep the mutas away from his own base, but you know, he's just like bleeding units here. Ooh, looks like he does manage to grab a muta there. A bit of a mistake from Action. But, I mean, I don't really know what he can do.
Even the link counters won't do shit since he doesn't have link speed. Look at those slow links.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes forever to get across the map.
And Action's just making drones.
Yeah, why not?
What a boss.
Not like he has something to worry about.
The observer showed us, by the way, just now that Effort had 4 guys on gas. That was intentional, but anyway, GG from Effort. Action taking it down. Action is now 3-0 in playoffs. Effort is 0-3. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody liquid-betted that, I don't believe anybody would. They would have to be pretty crazy. And that weird KT mascot is dancing, but wow, Effort, that must be a shock to him. Oh my god, Effort, 0-3 in ZVZs. Lita just coming back from the bathroom, he's like, wait, what just happened? Effort, what'd you do?
Again? Really? Poor Effort, but I think CJ can... I mean, it's just the first game, but they proved the last set that they can turn it around, even if they go down the first couple of games, so I'm not too worried yet.
I am not worried, I am just astounded. I am flabbergasted at what is going on here. Oh, looks like I bugged out my VOD. 1 second.
If you want
Okie dokie. You ready on the